I think it's Sunday. I think we need 2 songs to get us in the mood. Monday's nearly around the corner. Let's have 2 songs today, guys. Hold on 2 seconds. Bear with me. What should we have? What am I in the mood for? Oh, this is good song.
I get blue in the evening too. I get blue in the morning time. I get blue in the evening too. If the evening come around too long, Lord have mercy, I get blue in the afternoon.
We're going live very soon.
I say, listening to birds outside my window. I pray, oh Lord, put a heart song on me. They waking up in the morning, they ain't blue, still they can sing.
Wow, that girl can sing. Absolutely amazing voice. We are live, we are on YouTube, and this is Scott Ramsey live on YouTube, as I just said. And this is the magnificent men and women in their flying machines. Let me say hello to everybody. Where am I? Hey, 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 hey. How are you all doing? Absolutely epic day today. Really, really good day today. I hope you have been out with your cameras, your pencils, your papers, your paintbrushes, whatever. The weather has been absolutely brilliant. There is a chance that we have got summertime back in England. Just shh, don't tell everybody though. We're all going to get carried away otherwise. But it was beautiful. Today, if you do not know what I was doing today, today I was photographing and broadcasting live streaming over on my Perry channel. Let me just get the windows down. It's very hot. I was live over on my Perry channel and I was photographing and scoping from the international Bognor Birdman. Now forgive me, I've done a lot of talking, I've done a lot of picture editing, I've done a lot of photo taking, and I'm running out of steam. It's nearly time for me to go home and sit down in a quiet room. Catching you again, Judy. How you doing? Good to see you on board. I hope you enjoyed the craziness that is the Bognor Birdman. Now, the Bognor Birdman event is an annual event. I think they had a year or two where they took a little break. And it originally started, love the scope, thank you. Originally started in Bognor. Selsey actually, which is along the coast, but I always known it as Bognor Birdman, and it isn't a big event that happens down here on quite a short pier. They're all a bit mad, but all for charity, which is great cause. Exactly. So it's a charity event, but also pretty much everybody raises money for charity. So the idea is that in your garage, in your outhouse, in your little man shed or lady shed, I hope that's not rude. You will go and create a flying machine, a human-powered flying machine, and then these human-powered flying machines you will go onto the pier and jump off into the sea. And the weather was perfect. It was great. It was quite breezy up there, but it was really, really good. If you can't create a human-powered flying machine, what you literally do is you put a fancy dress costume on, and then you say to your mate, hey, can you sponsor me to jump off the pier? And then you go and do it in a fancy dress outfit. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. It was fun to watch. It was. Hopefully it all kind of worked together, because there was an awful lot going on. And the biggest problem with live streaming from a big event, one of the biggest problems is the timings sometimes get a little bit tricky, and you end up with sometimes this chunk of time where I kind of go, oh, okay, do I stop the broadcast or do I carry on? But I think it worked okay. And I was really pleased with the shot. Yeah, it gets tricky, but all events are like that, aren't they? It's that time in the day where you normally just head off and go for a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or something like that, just in between things. Now, the reason why I'm getting ever so close to this is I'm in the car. I've edited my photographs from today. It worked well, thank you, Robert. I've edited my photographs from today, and I thought it would be really nice to show you some of the pictures I've done, because, of course, it is nearly, time is ticking, you have less than 1 hour to submit your photographs to our fun. No prizes are given for this competition. It's not a competition, it's a challenge. The My Photo Challenge that we're doing, my weekends. So I've just been getting funny looks from somebody that's also lived in the car park, and I go, why is he talking that? Anyway, so I know we've had entries. I haven't had a chance to see them. I had a little quick look, but I know we've had some people share some stuff with us, so that's really good. Now let me show you. Usually I'll show them on YT with when in a place and not many people around, Perry, it matters less. Ah, indeed. Indeed it is. Now let me just flick this around, and what I thought I'm going to show you is some of my photographs. So I've got the old MacBook Pro out. That does not look sharp to me. I have no idea why that is not sharp. Anyway, not to worry. If this is sharp, I'm sorry about that. Or not sharp. Right, okay, so this is the kind of photo. So let me start you off with the photographs I got. Now, bearing in mind I was scoping, live streaming, whatever you want to call it. Judy, I do. So Judy's just asked, do I upload stuff to Flickr? No, I'm not as proactive as that I should be on Flickr. There's so many social media platforms. I tell you where these will be going up to my Facebook page and probably on Twitter as well. So at the end of the day, I had taken 154 photographs, which wasn't bad considering that I was really doing it for live streaming. This was the guy that I interviewed. I don't know whether I must remember not to double click that. Highlights are blown out on that a little bit, but we can work on that. We've taken the photographs all in raw format, so we can do that. This is the guy that we interviewed. We interviewed this guy, and his name escapes me at this moment in time. This guy was from a Canadian TV show, and he's got a wicked job. You can see him doing a little piece to camera there. He was traveling the world, going to amazing events and extreme sport type stuff, so really odd events around the world, and making a TV show out of it. And yeah, he was taking part as well. So we did a little interview with him, which was really good. And then we had some aircraft. Now, these are unedited photographs. These are raw. I have not put these out to syndicate through my agency because we didn't have a lot of time to do that. And I had to prioritise my photographs. But I think I've got some quite nice stock photos. Judy's just asked, okay, need to find you on Facebook, but not much of a fan of Facebook because too many of my followers know me in person. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's always tricky, isn't it? This is why I kind of do stuff on different platforms. Twitter they're going out on, but go and have a little look on Facebook. Hopefully you can join us over there. So these were some tiger moths, I believe. Now, you got to forgive me if they're not, but I believe so. So they had a little head display, which looked really nice. And considering I didn't know what they were doing, I was pleased with that kind of photograph. So there's a couple of nice images there. You can see how close they were together when they were zooming around the sky. So I was shooting this on a 200mm lens at the time. A kind of nice crop on that might work. Tiger moths, yes, thank you, Robert. He was watching live. Thank you very much. As I say, forgive me, I am running out of steam just a little bit. So we've got a nice bit of formation flying there. A bit far away, but it looked nice. Whizzing around the skies. So I haven't edited any of these photographs. It looks really blown out on the iPhone actually, but it's not on the actual photograph. This was nice. I like this shot of people waving with them in the sky. It's kind of a scene setter. I kind of like that, you know, even though the aircraft are a way off. I think I'm following you on Twitter, but prefer people's personal websites and Flickr or comparable photo sites for sharing photos. Ah, thank you, Judy. Well, thank you for the follow on Twitter. You'll see them pop up on there. So this was quite nice. Then we were kind of getting into the action, and this was the first guy that jumped off into the sea. One of our biggest struggles, I was talking to the other photographers, was getting in a good spot. We had a great spot, but one of the biggest problems was, obviously, when they jumped off, all you could see was the back of them. We were hoping they were going to go off this side a little bit more. And in an ideal world, we would have had the platform out here a little bit. Years and years ago, I photographed this. Years and years I photographed this, and I actually managed to get myself on a boat when Richard Branson took part in this event. That was really weird. I thought the screen was about there, and it wasn't. It was about there. It's like a Matrix. And I was out here, which gives you a really good view across here and then falling down. I was calling it whether I should go down the side or not, and I decided not to. I decided to stick there. So there's a couple of dead photographs there that aren't going to work, and there's a couple of nice photographs that might work. Nice splash photograph. Some of the girls dressed up in their panda costumes jumping in. So Judy's just asked, what photo editing do you use? Do you use Lightroom or Photoshop? I use Lightroom to process most of my images, and then I move, on an odd occasion I need to tweak it a little bit more than Lightroom can give me the ability to do. I move it over to Photoshop. So Lightroom is ideal for me. These guys were a bit of a disappointment. We were hoping a little bit more out of them, but it's nice hug photographs. So these are all the photographs. I think it's interesting to see. Oh, Judy, well, you know, I tend to watermark them up, but yeah, you know, there's that fine line between putting stuff up. You've got to show people your work. So, so that's a Pink Panther dancing around. So what I was just about to say was, you know, I think sometimes it's important to see what kind of photographs a photographer has taken and why he's chosen the pictures that he has done. So I'm going to skip through these. These ones I will go back and re-edit. There's our man in the duck outfit from the Canadian TV show. Yeah, create a watermark. Maybe we'll do a little YouTube live on how to create a watermark for yourself. Nice striding photograph there, although he's not jumping. I kind of like that. Maybe I'll go back. But speed was of the essence. So here's the marvellous machine, human-powered aircraft that I was really pleased about. Once I had scoped and photographed this, I knew I had my photograph. When I first went to the event, I was expecting to get a nice shot of the people jumping in fancy costume, okay? Didn't get anything of that really in particular, nothing special. So we decided on this one. So again, I've taken out the ones that I've actually sent. So these are the ones that I have decided not to send at the moment. And then there's a couple of nice crowd shots. Always handy to get a packed beach picture. If you're shooting stock photographs of any way, a busy looking beach is good. Yeah, seeing what goes on before the shot, absolutely. When you're building up the story. So remember, I've got two hats on here. Well, I had three hats on. I'm doing photographs of the, I'm thinking news, okay? So you've got to be editorial photographs, got to be on point, and it's, you know, the best image goes. That's the speed shots, you know, that's what you need to get out as quickly as possible. Then I'm thinking stock photography. I can do some stock photography and shoot some stock while I'm down there. So a nice beach photograph packed full of people, brilliant stock photograph come in handy at some point. Then I'm thinking the storytelling images, and you're right, the behind the scenes stuff and people getting ready. Yeah, I'm on Mac, yeah, on a MacBook Pro. So I've got lots of different hats on when I'm doing this. I mean, even, you know, at one point you think to yourself, actually, it's quite a nice shot of the sea, you know, and stuff like that. So you've got lots of different hats on, looking for lots of images. So these are the ones that I have not chosen to send at this point. I will edit them later on. Here are the photographs that I've sent. So the first batch of photographs. Now I felt a little bit under pressure here, so I kind of put through too many. If I'm completely honest with you, I put through too many. So I knew this was my best shot. Let's just put that onto film strip and you can see them. Sorry for the reflection on the screen, but hey ho, I'm in a car. So this is, I've got the details of this guy here, and I like these images of them going out. I think that's probably my favourite image. So this will be, one of these will be my weekend photo challenge pictures. So again, looking at these now, I think I like that one at the moment because he's got his hand in there and there's got some movement in there. He looks like he's almost falling over. You can see the sea. Oh, thank you, Judy, for joining us. No problems. You have a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching what you can. It'll be up on live and able for you to watch on the channel, so no problem there. So that's the reason why I think I'm leaning towards that. I still like that image, but I like the roundness of this image. Does that make sense? It's really, really wide. The photographer next to me didn't go as wide as me. I could see the size of this, wingspan of this. I think it was about 30 meters across. So I'm shooting this on about 17mm. Well, I had the zoom on, so it's a 17mm. 17mm all the way through to, I can't remember what it goes to now. Is it 28, something like that, 30, something like that. He had a different zoom lens on there, so he couldn't go as wide as I could. But I said to him, you want to go wide on it? But there you go. Maybe he's got an even better picture than me. So nice. I like that as well. Movement there. Nice shadow of the aircraft here, soaring out. It's off the platform there. Pleased with that. The guys are falling down low so they didn't get caught by the back of the plane or the aircraft. Glider. I put that shot in. I like it still with this platform. Another photographer might go, oh, it's not a clear shot. But to me, it tells the story. You've got the platform edge there. You've got the sea there. You've got the coastline there. You've got the beautiful sunny day. And you've got this guy that's pedaling like mad to try and get some lift on the craft. So that's the reason why I kept this in. I purposely kept this in. Not when I was shooting it, because you don't have time to think. You just got to trust your eye. And then I really like this image. Okay. There's a possibility that you could say it's not an editorial photograph, but the light was perfect. The colour of the sea is absolutely amazing. Got some white cloud up there and you've got the sunlight glistening all the way on there. Really nice. And I think I had one frame that I managed to get. I'd have kept the platform. So Robert's saying he would have kept the platform in there. Yeah, I think that does tell the story. If it wasn't on the platform, you would have lost it. You would have lost the feel to it. So I'm really pleased with this image here, and the fact that the wing's really bending as well. Yeah, love the bend in it. It works for me. Really pleased with that. And they're sharp, I'm pleased to say. I made a call on this one actually. I normally shoot a lot of my work in continuous focus. So what that means, if you don't know, if you're using a DSLR camera, what the camera will do is continuously focus on it. Search, search, search every single time. I actually turned that off and just ran on the normal standard autofocus setting, which whereas it focuses, then it takes the photograph. Now, the reason why I did that is because I knew I was scoping at the same time, and there's an art to doing that when you're live broadcasting and taking photographs. And also, I was worried that if I didn't track him properly, there's a chance that it would have picked up the focus from here. Okay, so luckily I pre-focused here, held the focus on there. I think it was about f5.6. I was holding that in there because I wasn't sure how fast he was going to fly off. And it worked, thankfully. Thankfully it worked. So that is my set of photographs. The second set, so those ones were then wired directly off to my agency that syndicates my work, and done. Pretty pleased, quick turnaround, happy with that, get them out. You never know, they may be in a paper tomorrow or online somewhere, which would be really good. The second set, let's just call out of that. So then I went back and I knew I had a couple more images that now were less important than those ones. I had got the, 6, 7 images out. So what I thought was I'll go back, and I just had these images here. This one, now I've talked to you about images not being sharp. This image is not sharp. Okay, he's sharp. There's motion blur all the way across here. But I like it. I love the pattern here. This guy, I'm not kidding you, was ironing this. He was ironing the plastic. So I guess he's built this at home, ironing it half an hour before he actually jumped off here. So it didn't go very far, but there you go. So I like this here. I love this pattern. It shows the platform, packed beach here, brilliant. You've got a nice little bit of movement in here. He's sharp here. Works for me. You could have almost have blurred that right off actually and gone really creative and done a shot of him going across, but it's fine. So I'll put that one out. There's another shot of him. Again, I was in a little bit of two minds whether to put this picture out, because I know for a fact there'd be other photographers that would have had a clear view of that. They would have had a long lens and they would have gone right in tight on here. But again, I like the fact that you've got the edge of the platform in here. Yeah, it says it to, otherwise it's just a dude in a wetsuit. Yeah, and a funny looking hang glider thing down there in the water. I like this because it sets the scene again. You know, it's telling the story a little bit. And also I like to shoot wide for that reason. So again, I didn't have time to change lenses. I guess if I had more time, I might have gone tighter in, but it works. So I sent that one out as well. And here's the guy in his duck suit, jumping off. Our TV channel Canadian guy jumping off. I wish I had his details because I think he might kind of like having a copy of that photograph. So maybe if he's watching this, he can send me a message and I'll send him a copy. So that was quite nice. I was really lucky. It's about the only decent shot that I've got, okay, of the action going on. All right, it's the back of him, but it's worked just about because his arms are out. You've got a packed beach here. You've got the safety crews out and the RNLI boat down here. Platform, sky, lovely vibrant jackety thing that he's wearing. Really good, really pleased. So nice set of photographs. Have no idea whether they will get used. That is the joys of being a freelance photographer. They could get used and they might not get used. There we are. Robert's just said, thank you, Robert. It's all there in one image. Thank you. It is actually, yeah. You see how the images are so different. Oh, don't do that, Scott. It's almost like a different event. Does that kind of make sense, isn't it? You know, you've got the fun side of it and you've got these guys that are really going for it, you know. They're really trying to beat the record. I do like that image. I'm still undecided which one. But it's nice. I do like it. And then you've got the fun one. So I'm glad I managed to put out both of them anyway. It's unbelievable that how stressful sometimes it gets when you're rushing to try and find a decent phone signal and send your images out before the competition and get the images out there really, really quickly. So I'm glad I got the 2 images. That says Bognor Birdman for me, for the charity side of things. Really good. So there we go. A successful mission. We live to fight another day. So that is it. I'm going to be heading home and getting some food and relaxing this evening. Oh, by the way, update on the film. I did watch that film last night. What was it? The Ghost in the Shell? Thanks for the previews. Thank you, buddy. Ghost in the Shell, Shell in the Ghost. No, I think we decided it was called Ghost in the Shell. It wasn't bad, actually. Visually, it was pretty good. A little bit too much CGI kind of floating in there at times for me, but very, very good. Storyline was okay, but it was entertaining for a Saturday night if you don't think too hard about it. So there we are. There's my review of Ghost in the Shell. The only thing is, I think the characters let it down. I did say to my girlfriend when I was watching it, I said she quite enjoyed it actually. and it's a good action film, and it's kind of there. But you know, when I watch a film, I want to actually, want to know. Thanks for the film review. I want to know. Go and watch it. It's fun. But when I watch a film, I want to actually be either not liking the character or supporting the character. And I kind of got halfway through the film and I couldn't be bothered about what happened to any of the characters, if I'm completely honest with you. There wasn't enough, detail put in there for me, but it was good anyway. So there we go. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all again soon, probably tomorrow evening. And we'll try and do something with this My Photo Challenge, my weekend photography challenge that we did. And we'll catch up with that. Might not be tomorrow night, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Good evening to you all. Bye from Bognor Regis. See you later. Bye, 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 bye.